gentlemen, this is Notik, and this show's name is Life as We Know It. What's real, what's fake, we might never know, but we sure can help each other figure it out. Tap in with me. I got vital information for your everyday life. Trust me, it's gonna be fun. Let's get it.
Life as we know it. Tune in.
Welcome, ladies and wait, y'all not gonna take me serious like this. Y'all not gonna take me serious. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Life as We Know It. This is Notik, and today's episode is based around these couple debates. How do you really feel about the couple debates? Are they helping the relationship, or are they tearing them down? Like, that's a strong debate. I really don't even. I'm gonna just take this one to the streets. So there's no callers. This one is straight. I'm gonna give it to y'all how I feel. I don't want nobody interrupting shit, trying to give me opinions. Not right now. When we take it to the streets, yeah, but nobody about to call in and say nothing. Cause the way I feel about this is kind of general. You know, the couple debates. Are they helping relationships, or are they not? Or are they just building a mold or a standard for what relationships should really be like and how people should love each other? Because now the man's like, oh, because you got to go, you got to do this, you got to do that. And then the woman's like, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. And then your wife is watching that, or your significant other is watching that. And how do you think they feel? Because a lot of those points really, they hit. A lot of those points are valid. They make perfect sense because the equality of companionship should be based around how we love each other and how easy it is for us to live around each other, right? But my thing is, I understand that we all have flaws, and it helps us identify who we are and where we are in the relationship to speak about it. That's what I see in the videos. That's a plus. Like, we get to see who we are and where we are at in a relationship in a general standpoint, because we see other people going through the same things we're going through. Granted. But I feel, I'm on the live, so y'all gotta cut me some slack. I'm reading what people are saying on the live, but I feel as if it's showing people how to stay that way. Because this is how I feel about the whole situation. Like, all right, now you saw somebody that's going through the same thing you're going through, and they're going at it on social media. The whole podcast based around that. Yeah, nah, because you do this, and you're not strong. You're not making money. I've been making money before you. You still need a man. You still need a man. And the woman, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. You still need a man. You still need a man. I don't need a man. I make more money. I make more money. You still gonna stick it in her, and she gonna have to be submissive for that. So all that talk shit is like, you know, at the end of the day, you're gonna want to impress the women with some type of money and comfort. You know, so this is just based on me. Like, you know, I'm not saying I want to go all out to build the standard for what a relationship, first date, or whatever it should be like. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying how I feel in going into the situation is what really matters. It's not based around the standards of what somebody else said the other day on a relationship podcast, and now I looked at it and I'm like, well, I should do this. Yes, you could kind of get ideas to learn how to spice up your love life, but you're not going to base your whole love life on that. Because now what's happening is it's like creating a mold, you know, and like now people are subjective to that type of standard of love. Like, you got to love me like this because that's what I think love is. But love is whatever you bring out of that person and the chemistry that makes y'all bond together and create the comfort that you want to make that person ideal and sacred and everything that you fall, it makes you want to grow with that person, to be honest. So it's unpredictable. That's why I can't even put words on it, because love is so unpredictable. It's not supposed to make sense, you know. But now it's like, well, if you want to be in a relationship with this type of girl, you got to have 150K right now. Yeah, but what if you met that girl lonely at the gym and you probably got like 20, and now you caught her on a good day, you scooped her. Now you broke the standard and the mold of whatever it had to be, so that don't apply to you. Because the possibilities of life are endless. You can't create a system around certain things unless your family's coming from wealth. Both of your families are coming from wealth, and your parents chose to marry y'all. Now the standard is a little different. Now you have to follow certain rules and all that shit, but which is great because that's how it's supposed to be to certain people. I respect that on a thousand. But here, where we just running wild and just mingling with whoever, we don't care about bloodlines and whatever. If that person has fucking anxiety, we willing to deal with a good time for as long as we could stand it. But it's that love? No, it's just we willing to deal with a good time as long as we can stand it. But when love comes into play, now that y'all figured out how y'all are as people and what it takes to love each other and stuff like that, and one starts falling behind and the other one is, you know, because life is happening, them bills start kicking in, and suppose one moves in with the other, and you know, stuff is happening. So the emotions of life kicking your ass is gonna hit everybody different. You feel me? So, you know, when you move in with that person, you kind of see more like if that person is for you or not. Because now you could kind of tell for real on their habits, whether there's hair on the sink, whether they flush the toilet, whether they lift the top up, you know, all the other stuff that people pay attention to that matters, you know. But love shouldn't be based around a certain standard, because rich people fall in love a certain way, you feel me? According to like what it is, like, you know, a man is gonna cater to the woman 100% and all that stuff. But then you got some people that they not rich and they gotta go 50-50. So does that man love that woman less because he's making her go 50-50? Because he could have been single and paying for pussy, honestly. But he still chose you and go through the struggles with you the same way you chose to go through the struggles with him. So that's the tough way to that's the hardest thing to say. Like, love me like this. Okay. That is a new thing, or this is how, because I was loving you the way I was loving you before, you feel me, and it was totally fine. Now you saw a couple videos, now you want me to love you like they loving people in videos. And it shouldn't be that way. We should learn from the videos and understand who we're with and the capabilities of that person. And if it's good, then we stay there, and if it's not, we move on. Honestly, because nobody's tight, nobody's forcing you, you know? There's always a way out. But we just making it a thing. Where some of them videos, they just highlight all the issues instead of all the privileges that come with relationships, and how we're supposed to learn to love. And, you know, if we're thinking about the manual or the standards of relationship, it's like we're following a relationship curriculum again, and it comes down to that. It's like a sitcom now. You with your girl, but She's doing everything she saw in a video. It's a program. It's really not that. You're a free soul, and you should love and tell the person that you love how to love you. And if that person can love you like that, then that's the love you're going to get, because that's the love you bring out of that person. So communication is basically everything, you know? The expression of care, that like, oh, I have to express care, that's a sign of love in every way. And if a man sends you 20 and you cook the meal, that goes hand in hand. That was the 50-50 to me, I guess, you know. Sometimes a man don't need you to go 50-50. Sometimes he just want to see if you would. And sometimes that man needs you to go 50-50. And it's okay if you do. There's nothing wrong with that. Y'all building, y'all growing. We spending time. If you was in a millionaire bracket, you would have got your million. You would have got a millionaire, and that would have been the end of that. You wouldn't have to be dealing with this. But we all not there. We all were not born with the charm to get rich fast, I guess. So, you know, it's a way to understand love, and is a way to view yourself as a person. Because some people give everything when they find somebody. And some people, they don't even know how to love somebody. Some people don't even love themselves enough to love you. That's another topic. You think that love thing come easy? Sometimes a person just met you at a time and you made them feel comfortable, and they thought they loved you and it was a good time, and then you realize that it's not. Then you moved on, and it's totally fine. But you did that on your own. You didn't have to look at a million videos that says women versus man, man versus women. You have to go half. You have to be because look, this is how it is. Women, you are a queen. You are a queen. You're everything that helps life in this planet. Without y'all, there wouldn't be probably a planet populated. Because everybody, you know, men cannot immaculately conceive. So it's up to y'all. Y'all the only ones that could do this. Every man came out of them 1-2s. Every man I've ever met. So we have to respect y'all. And we have to listen to the standard that comes with being in a relationship with y'all. Because we are the same species, but we don't operate in the same program. That's kind of like what it is. Like, men operate in a program that's like, I don't know. I know it doesn't, it's not a lot of emotions involved half the time. Like, we can't revolve our present, all of our present moves based on the emotions we feel inside. Because then you'll be a bitch ass nigga. Projecting out all these emotions and just lashing out. Oh my God, the sun is mad bright. A man saying that is crazy. What you thought the sun was gonna be, my nigga? Like, put me on. The sun been out there before you existed, bro. What you thought was gonna happen? So sometimes, yo, a man gotta watch his mouth. Pause. You gotta watch your mouth. Like, you just can't say everything that comes to mind, because then you look like a bitch in front of your shorty. Like, and you can't. You have to be a king, because you trying to have a queen, right? So a lot of things you gotta hold down so that she could look at you like, yeah, he don't even care about that. He ain't even worried about that. But if, you know, if you acting just like her, what you think is gonna be the conversation? There's gonna be emotions back to back. If the sun is mad bright, right? Oh yeah, it is bright. Oh yeah, it is bright. Yeah, but I told you it was bright. Like, why you ain't put on your shades? Because I forgot. You stay forgetting. You stay forgetting. Like, you don't want to get into all that. You could avoid all that shit. Because you're arguing with the person you love about insignificant shit. Miscellaneous, minuscule, small, minor, however you want to put it, whatever you want to call it. Because the love is bigger. And it doesn't have a standard. I know people that love each other after they got evicted. I know people that love each other because they got an apartment. I know people that love each other more because they got a house. I know some people that love each other because they got some kids. I know people that just love each other because they like the way they look. A man likes the way the female cooks and vice versa. It's a lot of reasons why people fall in love. You can't just put a standard or a stamp on that. That's the most unpredictable topic there is in the world, love. And especially if it's female with men. Because that's always going to be a debate. But I feel like that debate should be in the house. Because y'all making niggas, shorties, think that's what it is every time. Like, we gonna go at it the same way. I'm not trying to argue with that. That's not gonna solve the problem. Just because you see mad girls on TV, that's not what's happening here. Like, I'm not with none of that. I don't even care about half the shit going on in the internet. When I'm with you, I'm with you. I'm your king, you my queen. That shit is irrelevant. I'm here to match your soul. I'm here to elevate and see evolution. I'm not trying to debate on what the world got going on. That's their problem. For real. If we gonna watch it, let's watch it for entertainment. Don't watch that shit and make it about me. That's the problem too. Like, you see? You see? What you mean you see? That's that nigga. That ain't me. What you mean you see? Don't let that shit hype up the room. That shit, don't shake the room with that. I don't care about none of that shit. That balloon shit, popping balloon shit, that shit is hilarious. I ain't gonna front. I don't got nothing against that show. That is hilarious. I'm about to set one of those up my damn self. Hell yeah. The balloon popping shit. Shit, I'm gonna pay not to get my shit popped. Fuck out of here. Think I'm gonna just walk in there, pop, 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 and all them bitches, and all them girls know each other? No, it's not happening with me. Hell no, they probably in a group chat talking about we gonna pop all his balloons. No, I'm gonna pull up over there with hundreds. Keep your shits unpopped, ma. Y'all gonna wrestle who's gonna pop this shit next. Fuck that. About to see me looking dumb out there. Yo, if you don't got your shit together, stop going on them shows, my nigga. Honestly, y'all just be walking over there talking about, I work in the 99-cent store. They gonna pop your shit. They gonna pop it right away. Pop, 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 pop. Niggas will be in that show talking about, I got 16 kids. What? Pop, 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 pop. They not wrong, bro. You should have been found love a long time ago. What you mean you got 16 kids? You over here looking for love? Like, what's going on here? Love, you go love them kids, bro. What's going on here? Girls be on that shit talking about I'm a stripper, but I'll stop for who? I'll stop for whoever. You crazy? We're popping them balloons right away. Don't come find love over here. You crazy? I mean, I don't have nothing against that. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking like if I was on the show and, you know, there's certain things you say after the show. She could have said her day job. You don't go right into that. Like, I'm a stripper at night. I shake ass all day and that's my job. And then I go babysit. Pap, 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 pap. So you shaking ass, so you got to go babysit and you looking for love. Pap, 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 pap. It's going to happen. They're going to pop all them balloons. Sometimes I be seeing people that get next, that their balloons popped and they look good looking people. I just be feeling like people don't like their backstory, so then that's the end of that. Don't say everything. Don't get on camera and just say everything you want to say. Like, it's a show. You could have sat there in front of you looking for a date. You could have told that person after the show, like, look, I'm gonna keep it a band. I'm gonna give you the real backstory. I was just acting out, but you look fine, and a person will go for it 100%. Well, she look good. I don't care what's going on. You said what you said, but we too deep in. Don't tell me that at the show. Now I gotta next you and pop your balloon when you look fire. Come on, man. What are you doing? Yeah, I just want to give the content creator content at this point. For real. When I have this balloon show, just be honest. You feel me? Just don't pop my shit. Because then I'm going to pop your shit. The show is over. As a matter of fact, listen, I got total control of how the show's going to go. If I see too many balloons getting popped, this show's done and we're not airing it. How about that? About to make me look dumb. But got it. But no, all jokes aside, treat love for what you feel instead of what is written down to do with love when you fall in it. Because you're always going to be looking back like, well, this person did this for love. This ain't Romeo and Juliet. You're not climbing no damn balcony. You're falling off. You're falling right off. There's no balconies here. None of that. They're not stopping you from seeing that girl. As a matter of fact, the parents probably want you to move her in with you so they could take the other room. Because she's 22 already. And she bad. It's time. Parents, you feel me? They came over here and they ain't get it all together, but it's time. So just live love for what it is. Don't sit there and be like, oh my God, everybody's doing this. You're going to go crazy. Looking at all these videos, all these balloons getting popped, everybody falling in and out of love, and everybody cheating, everybody doing this. And stop looking at what other people are doing to live your life. Learn how to moonwalk at your own pace. Just don't moonwalk like Rick Ross, because that shit was trash. But moonwalk at your own pace. Do your own thing. Like, this is love. Love is going to be everywhere for anybody to have. You over here thinking that the love is exactly what you read on the article. That's some NPC shit. What are we doing? Spend that bread if you got to spend that bread. Trick. I've been hearing a lot of people talking about, oh, I don't want to spend money on the girl. Bro, spend that. If you got it, spend it. She going to spend some back. You going to get some. And you know what's up. It's up from there. The same way you got it, you going to get it back. I'm not saying spend all your money. I'm not saying all that. But you're going to have to spend some. Because then how she going to know what you about? How much energy you've done worked for? How much work you put in the planet? How would we be able to generate an understanding of who you are without you having shit, honestly? Because you could walk by somebody and be like, hey, let me tell you about my success. And people got their own lives. If a man won't want to listen, damn sure a woman won't either. So you got to show something. So you got to spend something. That's just it. And what is the world without spending some money? Let's be honest. I always think that. Like, if you're living in the jungle, I totally respect it. There's no money to spend, no reason why to spend it. Money don't live there. That's how I want to live. Primitive. Respect it. I love it. But if you're living in the city, all I could tell you is just buckle up. Buckle up. You think that rent not going to come in at the end of the month? That car insurance? Out the roof. You think that shit going to stop coming in? To live comfortable, you got to spend money. You got to spend money. And to have a girl comfortable, you have to spend money on yourself and had a game plan. So if you could give a girl a good time. It don't have to be eternally, but if you comfortable, I'm not saying move the shorty in with you, but y'all can work on something. That's all it takes. Let's work on something. But the second you thinking that the shorty, she has to look a certain way, I mean, she does, because it's your eyes going for it, honestly. But everybody doesn't have to be a certain way. Everybody doesn't have to be rich to find love. Everybody doesn't have to be nothing. You just have to be patient, be yourself, be genuine, and be offering, be ready to give. Because to a certain degree, that's how you prove it. And if you don't got no money, you won't be able to give much but pleasure. And that's pleasure's a beautiful thing, but shit, it's 24 hours in a day. You gonna waste that piece down there, you heard? Before you giving this deal, you gonna waste it, bro. You gotta keep going. There's more to it. You know what I mean? Like, we did that already. What's next? Romance is a big thing that men lose with time because we think we have it already. We have to be smart about this romancing thing, keeping these dates alive, keeping love existing. Because there's a thirsty nigga out there trying to scoop your girl right now. Say something bad tomorrow, and I bet you if she start posting weird, that weird nigga gonna hit her up. Yeah, I know how it is, this and that. He probably gonna post as the bestie. Who knows? Just do right for your girl. You can't stop that. You gonna go crazy going through your girl's phone. That ain't right. You gonna go crazy. You gonna lose your mind thinking that she's doing the most, and then it's just him hitting her up. And then she replying every time she mad. And it might not be about nothing, but it will hit your ego a little bit. It will hit it. Pause. You should have knocked your ego out the park. Like, yo, what? What you did? You responded to this, nigga? That's not right. You cannot stop men from hitting on your wife. You're going to have to build a iron fence with glass and bulletproof, all types of stuff. And men will still find a way, I am sure, if she looks good. The only way to keep your significant other safe is by loving them the right way and being real. Communicating. Understanding your mistakes. Being real with yourself. And that's the only way to keep that relationship going. It's definitely not the internet. You're going to go to a million podcasts, a million videos on YouTube, and they might just tell you the same thing. Nah, because the women didn't do this, and I shouldn't have done this, and then I got cheated when I was 22, and so now I feel like all the women are like this, and then men are cheap, men are broke, and they can't get a woman like me. Like, so who y'all fucking? Who is, like, do y'all, like, when you're, I want to know this. When you're going at it with the opposite sex on a podcast, and suppose some of y'all married or something like that, what's the conversation when you get home? Like, yo, you just shitted on her. That's how you feel about women? Or like, yeah, the girl's husband, like, why you acting like that for the internet? You know you're not like that. That's how you feel about us men? Huh? Like, some of those people probably single, and they're speaking out their traumas. That is not your life. That's theirs. Use it for what it's there for. Entertainment. You can use this as entertainment if you want to. But I named this shit Life as We Know It for a reason. So, don't think I'm going to be sitting here talking shit. Every topic here is something that I've lived and I'm trying to grow from, or I'm trying. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just talk about the manual of society like it's like I'm following the mold myself. Definitely not. But I have to be a little bit more I have to be more in tune with my own emotions and stop being so robotic. I'm very robotic. I have my own flaws. I shut down. I stay quiet. Hear things I don't want to hear. That's the end of that. I'm not talking. 2 days. I don't care. I said what I said. You said what you said. That's okay. I'm spiteful when it comes to certain things being said that I don't want to hear about myself. But aren't we all? It's how you deal with it. It's how you deal with it. Start smacking your girl up, you're a woman beater. Your girl hits you, she's a man beater, and it's jail time for the both of y'all, I guess, you know? Just got to figure out what face and what heart are you willing to tolerate certain behaviors from. That's relationships right there. What face and what heart or what body or what soul are you willing to tolerate certain physical behaviors from? That's why you got to find the right one. But you have to be the right one yourself every time. And there is no such thing. That's why you have to believe. There's no other way. As a man, you have to believe you're a king. You have to feel that. You have to own that. You have to run barefooted through the fire with screaming that to whoever doubts you. You're a king. You were made in his image. So act like it. And women too. Y'all got some soul in y'all. We got some soul in us too. Let's act like we were here to bond instead of acting like we were here to go to war. It's like we can't be in the same room in a podcast together. I haven't seen a man or a woman like hit on somebody at a podcast and exchange numbers and then having like a history after that. Like, nah, I met her at a podcast, but yo, you know me, you know, so I had to say what I had to say, and she said what she said, and we was feeling each other. Nah, that rarely goes down nowadays. That only happens at the balloon popping. You put a man and a woman in a podcast, they're going off. Points. This, down, because you this, you that, you this, you that. Shit gets old. We know we not the same. I know this. Why we got to keep highlighting it? Put your gloves on with your wife and let her hit you, and then see how you feel about having to swing back. You're going to feel crazy, bro. You're not going to feel right. You're going to be like, no way. That's what you hit me with and you was angry? No way. Because you know you're going to hit her back with some fire if you hit her. Don't, bro. Don't let the influence of none of this shit going on in the net be you. Men or women. Look at that. Understand that you are a little bit like that person. Good, granted. But don't use that as a highlight. Like, oh, see, I'm going to run with that. Nah, that's not the torch. That's not the torch. Don't run with that. You're going to end up here with your whole body burnt. A cat person. Single. Because you had too much fun. Sometimes you find love and then you never get it back. So be smart about this whole love situation. Understand yourself so that you could understand somebody else. You know you can't fly, so probably another person might not be able to. Be smart about how you judge. Be smart of how you see. Be smart about everything. Learn how to see who's who by the way they tie their shoe, but also give them the option to see that the shoes come laced sometimes. Don't be too judgmental. That's another episode of Life as We Know It. The episode, I don't really have a name or a title. Just don't let the debate on the internet with men and women get to your head. I have to abbreviate that somehow. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Don't let those debates get to your head. That's Notik, Life as We Know It. Signing off. Holla at your boy. Yeah.
Life as we know it. Tune in.